I've always loved to read leadership books, biographies, systems and strategies. Reading has always been one of the ways that I grow, part of how I try to improve by just that 1% every day. But every once in a while, a book doesn't just teach you something new, it becomes part of your leadership DNA. And for me, that book is The One-Minute Manager. I first read it in my early 20s. I was just learning how to lead, how to give feedback, how to build trust, how to manage people well. And someone handed me this slim little book and said, just read it. It's simple, but it works. And they were right. I've reread it every few years since then because no matter what season I'm in, it reminds me of what leadership is really all about. So let me share a few of the lessons that have really stuck with me. First, 1-minute goals. This one's powerful. The idea is simple. Take 1 minute to define what success looks like. That's it. And yet most of the leadership breakdowns that I've experienced have come from unclear expectations. We assumed that we were on the same page, but we never took just that moment to actually define it. And so now every time when we kick off a project or we start a new one, I always try to ask, what are we trying to achieve? And how will we know if we're winning? And what does done even look like? That 1 minute check-in, it saves hours of confusion down the line. And then second is 1-minute praisings. And this one has changed me. Like a lot of driven leaders, I naturally focus on what's broken. But this has reminded me to catch people doing something right. It becomes a habit over time. A quick message, a shout out in a meeting, a handwritten note, a Slack message, not forced, not flattery, just intentional encouragement. Because when people feel seen, they bring their best. And then third are 1-minute reprimands. And this part was tough for me at first. And honestly, it still is today. Giving feedback, addressing problems, having hard conversations. But what I've learned is that by avoiding conflict, it doesn't actually protect people, it confuses them. And so now I try to give feedback quickly and clearly and kindly, not to shame them, but to sharpen them. And I always lead with this reminder, I care about you, I believe in you, I want you to win here. And that kind of honesty, it builds trust. And so here's why I keep coming back to the 1-minute manager. It's not complex, but it's powerful. It reminds me to lead with clarity, with care and courage, to show up, to pay attention, to do the little things that build healthy teams. And if you've never read it, I highly recommend it. It won't take you long to read, but it just might shape the next 20 years of your leadership as it's done for me. And if you have read it, maybe it's time to pick it up and read it again, because great leadership doesn't come from knowing more. It comes from doing the simple things consistently. And hey, if you've got a favorite leadership book that has shaped you, I'd love for you to drop it into the comments or send me a private message. I'm always looking for my next read or reread.